Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today I've got for you this absolutely gorgeous Ford Kuga, and as always I'm going to do a quick walk around just so I can show you the condition of the car, and then we're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you the interior and everything. I'm just going to give you some details about it as well. So this particular car comes with the registration number MF09WTY. It is a Ford Kuga titanium trim Tdci, finished in this gorgeous shade of silver. It is a SUV. It's got a 2-liter diesel engine. It puts out 134 brake horsepower, and it was first registered on the 31st of March 2009. Excuse me. It has a valid MOT until the 8th of December 2024, and it has an annual road tax of only £305 per year, which is not bad considering the age and the size of the car. It's not bad at all. I mean, I'm paying more than that on a saloon. So, yeah. Insurance group, very low for the, again, for the size of the car. It's 21E, so it shouldn't break the bank at all to insure the car. CO2 output is 169 grams per kilometer, hence why the tax is £305. In terms of fuel economy, you can expect to get a very reasonable 34, 35 miles per gallon around town and 52 miles per gallon on a motorway run, which is fantastic, again, for a car of its size. It's got a top speed of about 180 miles an hour. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend you doing that, but it's there, so yeah. And not to 60 time of 10 seconds. So it's not bad at all. Again, for an SUV, 10 seconds, quite respectable, to be honest. Yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of details. The other things I want to mention is that the car has a full service history, and it's just been serviced as well. I think it's got like 13 or 14 stamps in the book, so it's been very, very well looked after. And one way you can tell it's been looked after, it's tires. So it has Pirelli Scorpions on all 4 corners, so somebody has definitely spent quite a few pennies to get Pirellis on all 4 corners, because yeah, these are not cheap tires, especially on an SUV. But then again, if you value the car, if you want to feel safe on the road, because you go and you buy those £50, God knows where they're made tires, you're literally one bad weather away from wrapping around a tree. But anyway, yeah, let me just tell you a little story with this, because it was quite funny. Well, not ha funny, like what the hell is wrong with this car funny. So my dad told me, because he's helping me out with the cars and everything, my dad told me that there is an issue with the car in the sense that it doesn't lock. He said that the doors are working fine, but the boot wasn't locking. And I said, okay, that's funny, let's try it. So I've locked the car, right, and we went at the boot. So right now, I'm supposed to show you, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. But then as soon as I got to the boot, that opens. I was like, well, there should be an issue with the lock here, because otherwise I can't see what the other issue would be. Let's lock it again. And again, we're coming here. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Oh, no, yeah, no, it does. It works now. Anyway, let me tell you exactly what happened. I actually put the key up here. So let me tell you what happened. I should have known this because my car has it. So basically, it's got keyless entry, keyless go. So you don't actually have to have the key physically outside of your pocket to lock and unlock the car. Because if you put the key in your pocket, which I'm going to do now, right? As long as you have the key on you, if you're getting close enough to the car, you pull on the handle and the car unlocks. To lock it, close it, press this button here, and the car locks. But because I've got the key in the vicinity of it, it will unlock. But for some reason, I forgot that. So it was a case of when my dad was on the other side, trying to, because I've locked the doors, and I was trying to open these. They were opening, but they weren't opening for him because you need to have the key in the vicinity of the door that you're trying to open. And yeah, it took me a while to realize that it's a keyless entry. So technically, if you don't have the key on you, no, it's not going to open. But yeah, anyway. So let's have a look inside. Anyway, now you know it's a keyless entry and keyless go, so you don't need to have the key outside of your pocket. Anyway, over here, you've got a little cubby here, which is great. It's really cool how they've managed to fit this little space here, because you can put some stuff. Maybe there's things that you don't want to put in the door pocket, but you want to have them handy, so that's great. Seat, absolutely lovely condition. No tears or rips or anything like that anywhere on the seats. And down there as well, that's just my microphone. The car is in very, very good condition. It's been very well looked after. It's very clean. Over here, you can have a look. The glove box is very, very big. It's very large. It's very deep as well. And you can literally, I can fit my hand all the way to the elbow in there. So it's very large. Right, let's move over to the rear. You got electric windows on the rear as well. Plenty of space here. Now you have to bear in mind that that seat is pushed all the way back, and you can still fit in there. You can still easily squeeze your feet in there, no issues. But obviously it is an SUV, so you will have space inside. Again, rear seats, absolutely lovely. Very, very good condition. And you do get an armrest as well, with a couple of cup holders and some storage. So that's cool. And then on the back of the front seats, you also get these trays, which are really handy if you have kids. They can fit a drink in there. They could have their, I don't know, phones, tablets, snacks, whatever on here. And then obviously you get two of them. And then it does have ISOFIX points as well on both the outer seats on the rear. So again, very, very good. Let's move over to the rear. So it does come with parking sensors as well. I think it's front and rear, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll have a look at the front. I'm pretty sure it's front as well. Boot is very, very large. Well, again, you wouldn't expect any less from an SUV type car. It does come with a 12-volt socket in the rear here, so you can plug like a mini fridge or a Hoover or something like that. And you've got a little hook here, then you've got another hook there. And the hook is mainly to hang any groceries or anything like that you might have. You get these little rubber bands things that you can put like some bottles or something like that in there. And then obviously underneath here you do get your spare tire as well, and you get all your tools and everything you need. Right, let's move over behind the driver. I'm just trying to see if there's any. I think I've noticed one small imperfection, which I might as well just show you now. The only thing that I've noticed is, if you look here, it had a little bit of a dent. It's probably a lot worse in the video than it is in. I mean, I'm sitting here next to it, I'm looking at it, and it blends in very well with the silver, but obviously in the video, because it catches more details, you can probably see it, but it's barely noticeable, honestly. Yeah, that's the only imperfection in the car. Moving over to this side, same thing. So they'll get a tray, and they are quite sturdy. So once it's up, yeah, it's quite sturdy. Obviously, if you bang too hard on it, it will close, but it's sturdy enough for kids. And then obviously the seats do fold down as well, and that'll give you more room in the back if you want to carry larger items and stuff. So yeah, you can do that. Let's put the seat back. Right, you have electric windows on the rear. I don't know if I've mentioned that. Probably I did. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. Anywho, right, moving over to the front of the vehicle. So for the driver, you got all 4 electric windows controls, and this is to stop the rear windows to go down. That's your mirror control. And over here you've got your in-car alarm. So if you have, let's say if you leave kids in the car or a dog or something like that, because of the movement inside the car, the alarm might start. If you press that button, it's going to deactivate the inside movement. So yeah, and that's to retract the mirrors, but obviously it doesn't work because it needs to, the ignition needs to be on. Anyway, right, let's jump inside. Oh, absolutely heaps of room in here. Right, if I put the ignition on, so, oh yeah, it took me a while to figure out where the stop button is on this thing, because usually you either put the key in there, or there's a stop button here somewhere, or there, or somewhere. No, Ford decided to put it there. And yeah, it took me a while to find it, but anyway, right, let me, that's much better. Right, so what you need to do, again, like I said, key, you don't even need the key, you can leave it there. So what you do, put your foot on the clutch, press the start button, and I can't keep the button pressed. Right, let's turn this off because I don't want YouTube to strike my video. Right, and here we are. Actually, let me just close the door. Okay, right, so if you press this button, the mirrors will fold in. Right, press it again, and they'll fold out. Right, so starting with the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control. So that's to turn it off, that's turn it on, turn it off. I mean, yeah, it's there. And then you've got set to set the speed that you're cruising at, then minus to decrease the speed, plus to increase the speed. And then if you press the brake, if you touch the brake, it disengages. And then if you want it to go back to the same speed that you had before, just press the resume button and it will automatically pick up speed. Behind it, you've got your volume controls. So volume up and down, mode, and then that's where you seek the radio stations. Indicator stroke with a menu button, and then that will show you mileage, temperature, and yeah, everything. So it says that I've got, actually let me just zoom this in. Yeah, so it says I've got 122 miles to empty, and it's covered only 89,242 miles, which is quite low for the age of the car. It's really low mileage. As you can see, there's no lights in the dash whatsoever. Like I said, it drives absolutely beautiful, no issues whatsoever. That's your wipers, and then over here, moving over to this side, so you've got your lights. So you do have auto lights. You can switch this straight to auto, and then the lights will come on and off as soon as it gets dark outside. This one here is to adjust the headlights, the position of the headlights, and that one below is for the intensity of the light in the dash. You can see that light is flashing. That is literally the handbrake. So if I put the handbrake down, that goes away. So yeah, and then the eye there is flashing because the door is open. So as soon as I close the door, that will stop flashing. There you go. Just wanted to show you that there's no other issues. So yeah, those are the lights. We've got your air vents there. Here, we've got another one over there, and then over here you've got a little bit of storage, which is quite further away from you, so I don't know what you would put in there, but you do get some storage. So yeah. Over here, so you've got your hazard lights in the middle, and that's your power button to start the car. You do have to keep your button pressed. You have to keep the button pressed until the car starts. So it's not just a one touch and then the car will start on its own. So yeah, keep the button pressed and then the car will start. Over here you've got your front and rear window defrost. Now when you see, if you look on there, when you see that little zigzag line, that means that the windscreen is heated. So I'm looking through the windscreen now. You wouldn't be able to tell in the, no, you can't, you can't see it in the video, but when you look at it, there are little wire elements going through it. They are barely noticeable. I mean, if you're not looking for them, you won't see them. And that basically means that the windscreen is heated. So in the winter, when you turn the front window defrost on, it's not just going to be the air blowing hot air on the windscreen to defrost it. It's going to have, you're going to have all these elements heating up, and that will just defrost it within, well, I don't want to say seconds, but definitely a lot less than the conventional way of defrosting the front window. Right, over here you've got your radio, which you probably already heard that it works absolutely fine. I don't want to keep it on because I don't want YouTube to strike my video. And as you can see, we've moved way back in time. Today is actually the 19th of August 2008. I'm sure 2008 is going to be a great year. Some people were talking about maybe a recession coming or something. Nah, I don't believe it. We are golden. 2008 is going to be a fantastic year. Oh, if the people only knew. Anyway, it's not the 19th of the 8th, 2008. It's actually the 6th of June 2024. So, yeah. Tomorrow's my dad's birthday, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, over here you've got your 1 to 0 buttons where you can save radio stations. Then you've got your CD auxiliary radio phone, so it does come with Bluetooth. You got a 6 CD changer, MP3, load menu, traffic announcement, and to turn it off and on. And that's your climate control. So that's where you can turn your heating on and off. And right now, it's set on high. I don't know why it's set on high, because it's, that thing is out today again. Woohoo! Haven't seen that in ages, have you? It's called the sun. Yeah. It's a very rare occurrence here where we are. Anyway, aircon works absolutely fine. Blows cold air, so there's no issues there. Obviously, you can't really feel it because it's a video, but just trust me, I guess. So yeah, it works. So nice. I might as well just close this door. Lovely. Right, so that's your climate control. Over here you've got your 6-speed manual gearbox. Works absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. Now, as always, I'm going to put my foot on the clutch and walk my way through all the gears just so you can see that there's no crunches or anything like that. 5th, 6th, and then reverse, you have to lift this and then it's left and up. So reverse like that. So yeah. Right. Over here you've got your button for your parking sensors that you can turn them off if you want. Got a couple of cup holders here, and you've got this little tray that closes up as well. You got a 12-volt socket, good old manual handbrake, and then the armrest, which is pretty cool. So obviously it opens up and you got plenty of space in there as well. But one thing I like about the armrest is that it extends, so you can push it forward and you can rest your hand better on here, which is great. And the position of the gear shift, that's the thing, gear lever. The position of it is really good because it's set up high and it's angled towards you, which is great because that makes it a lot easier to change gears. I've just noticed, do you see how my tan is? I'm always wearing a watch. I just took it off now because we just finished washing this car, and yeah, I tanned right around where my watch normally is. Anyway, that's probably not something you wanted to see in this video. You probably want to see the car. Well, I'm pretty much done with the car. There's not much else I can say. You have a what's it called thingy? Dimmable rear view mirror, basically. So if you've got a numpty driving behind you with his full beams on, basically the mirror will automatically dim itself so you don't get blinded. But yeah, it's fantastic, especially, well, not especially during the night, mainly during the night, because yeah, there's loads of people that drive with high beams on for some reason, and they just drive right behind you. But yeah, the fact that this thing automatically dims itself will help out a lot. And then up here you've got your interior lights, which work absolutely fine. And haha, one of my favorite features in all the cars, a sunglass holder. Why? Because I wear sunglasses all the time. Even if it's raining, even if it's absolutely pouring down, I'm wearing sunglasses. Why? Because Mother Nature decided to give me something called hay fever. And if I don't have my sunglasses on, I can't keep my eyes open. So if I can't keep my eyes open, I can't really drive. And well, it's either I look like an idiot driving with sunglasses on, or I just drive into you because I can't see. So yeah, I'll keep my sunglasses on. But anyway, this is absolutely perfect. I love having sunglass holders. Perfect. See, jump in the car, open this up, get the sunglasses out, and we are golden. Let's put my sunglasses back on because my eyes are starting to. Oh, much better. I'm like Cyclops from X-Men. I need to have sunglasses on, otherwise, like, well, he shoots like laser from his eyes. I just can't see. Anyway, right, this review turned into like a. Oh yes, one other thing I wanted to mention. Thank you, Ford. Thank you very much for putting this here. I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being genuine. Thank you. Because let's be honest, a lot of us, when we drive, this so-called armrest is too low for when you're driving. So you end up being at an angle. Doesn't matter how high or low you put the seat, this always feels too low. I'm not talking about everyone, but a lot of people I've noticed driving with their elbow rested on the seal here. Now, Ford has thought about this, and they've put this very soft material at the top here for you to keep your elbow on. And it's perfect because you should always drive with 2 hands on the wheel, but just in case you're not, it's perfect. It's so comfy. Why can't more people, instead of putting plastic everywhere, just put one of these? How difficult is it? Honestly, these car manufacturers, they should all sit in one room all together and say, like, right, what are you doing good in a car that we don't? Well, we put an armrest on the door seal, on the window sill. Fantastic, let's all do that. Why can't they all do that? Anywho, right, that's pretty much it. Ooh, let me zoom this out. Right, again, that's pretty much it. There's not much else I can tell you. If you want to know more about this car, by all means, you can message me, and I'm more than happy to tell you any details. You can find me on 01684 355032. You can find us on our website, www.vindemautos.co.uk, or you can email me at vindemautos@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. Just turn this down a bit because it's getting too cold in here. Right, I'm going to park it next to my Nissan Micra over there. Right, here we go. I say you should always drive with both hands on the wheel. Yeah, right. And we have arrived. Parking sensors didn't kick in because the wall that you see behind me, it's actually a lot further away. I think it's like 2 meters or something like that to get there. So anyway, right, we are all done. Again, if you're interested, by all means, you can message me. Just want to show you that temperature is staying steady at 90 degrees. Well, we'll go straight in the middle, so it's not overheating or anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you've waited up until now, then you are a legend. Thank you very much, because I've been rambling on for 26 minutes about a Ford Kuga from 2009. But if you've gotten here, then maybe you like the video, or maybe you're interested in buying the car, or maybe you just like listening to a random guy on the internet rant about, well, not rant about, but talk about a Ford Kuga and some other stuff in between. Anyway, I'll leave you here. Thank you very much, and I hope I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.